Just like that, I believe we are live. Hello everyone and welcome to our second attempt really at live streaming one of our cricket games. The first ended a lot of tears for me, at the very least, with the game not really transferring across, but since then we've managed to figure it out and we've got some live streams going, so time to test it again. What better way to get back on the horse than with a match against Lancashire, another English team, on a day where English cricket hasn't been doing so well. So either way, I think we'll make some people happy. We'll take a quick look at the uniforms. Of course, the T20 uniform, the red in there for Lancashire. We've got our standard Asher uniform. And the sides, of course, a little change up today. We've got Ross McLennan and Jason Segal at the top of the order. James Earnshaw number 3. No James Crooks at 4. Of course, he was injured in our last match. Captain Stan Franklin at 5. James Thrillful, JT, 6. Rodri Price returns to the side at 7. Dan Armstrong, after a rest, is in at 8. 9. Jack McPherson returning to the side again at 10. And Angus Stewart rounds out our 11. 12th man, of course, not selected in this form of the game usually. A little too fast-paced for him. Over to the Lancashire side, and we have Alex Davies, opening the batting with Liam Livingston, Stephen Croft, Glenn Maxwell, and Keaton Jennings. The captain, Dane Velas, 6, and actually, he's the wicketkeeper. 2 wicketkeepers in the side today. James Faulkner, opening bowler, in at 7, the rounder. Josh Bohannon at 8. Steve Mahmood at 9, number 10, Richard Gleeson, number 11, Mark Parkinson, 12 is Danny Lamb. So those are your lineups for today. Let's start the match. Right, well, we haven't had a good run of things lately. I'm a little tempted to blame myself. Because, I mean, I haven't been playing a lot of the game with the whole calendar series around. I kind of fell off the wagon a wee bit. So, hopefully, with these live streams, if they're working, that'll get me playing a bit more and hopefully get us back in some
Ladies and gentlemen,
form.
good afternoon to you all for this 2020 match between universities and Lancashire. I'm Michael Slater, and this is Mel Jones.
Hey Slats, we're nearly ready to get things started here. Well, there's a bit of cloud around, but I'd say we're set for a full day's play though. Hard to say what the captains will do here.
Lancashire have to be the favourites here, but should still be a good match.
Get up there. 5% humidity, not much.
Heading down to the middle now for the toss.
They have called heads. And it is tails. What are we going to do? I think we're going to have a bowl first. Not going to let me choose. I was playing with the sound. Thanks for that, James. So we're batting first. Oh well. Right, time to get out there. Lennon and Segal opening up.
Yep.
Up into the leg side. Segal
Needs a direct hit.
Quickly. Oh, that could have been
off the mark. First ball.
Could have been deadly
Starting
there for
as he
Segal.
intends to proceed.
Decent record in this. That one.
Chance here.
On the drive, but can't connect. Really misjudged that.
Odin once.
Yep.
Drives this one straight. Easy single out to mid off. Foul on strike now. Ball hit firmly out to square leg. Yeah, direct hit.
Yes,
St Andrews
gets off the
we're in
mark.
trouble. Ball's gone. And swinger. Then plays it out into the covers. And they're going to get overthrows. It's going to be a 5.
Too much on the throw there.
Well, the Lacs running for a shot at the stumps at the keeper's end. That song was gone for all money if that had hit. But 5 runs to St Andrews. They move through to 9. Moves into the last ball of the over. Doubled into the leg side.
Gave a few too many away in that over.
3 for 1.
Faulkner, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Faulkner starting left arm around the wicket. Field on that offside. Also a diving stop there in the covers. Save 4. Great shot from McLennan, but they only get 1. Now back on strike. Driving. To mid off. Stationary there on the circle. Ball ticking over. Again. And turning that down to fine leg. Place, but you get a single.
They take a single.
Faulkner's over. Balance strike again. Into the leg side.
1 run there.
That time. Another single. Missing out on that gap. Wicket, Seagal. Now from McLennan plugged it. In the over. Short and down to third man. There's a man back. 1.
And they go through for 1.
Good start this from Faulkner. 5 or 5, all singles. Won't mind this. That's good. Oh, knocks that.
Kept it fairly tight in that over.
16 after 2 overs. I think either side will be 2 points at the start. Good to continue. Swivels on it. Down to long leg. Again, hitting this through the covers. He gets it through the gap this time.
There, nice shot.
Away to the boundary for 4. The first boundary straight off the bat for the St Andrews team. Of course, we had that 5 in the first over. Goes to McLennan. He moves to 15. 1 without loss. Again, cuts behind square.
This should be close.
Bell struggling. Makes it. Not on that throw. Bell back on strike. This one off the back foot finds the gap. Jason Seagal, what a stroke. I don't think he's played that shot in his life. Good to continue. It's a over. 9 off it. Bell cuts. Rated backward point.
Surely a wide.
Final ball of the over. Mahmood in to Seagal. Cover. Through for the single. Ooh,
bit expensive in that one.
Bit casual about that run.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the pavilion.
Change of match. Gleeson in. Placing Faulkner. to the leg side. Single.
1 run taken.
Well, the St Andrews batsmen certainly are turning over the strike fairly well here. Problems with that. And into McLennan. Drives that firmly out to mid-on.
They take the single.
It's a scramble, but it was there. Seagal, he hit one and
needs to be on target.
Direct hit. Seagal might be in trouble here. He put the dive in. What will the umpire say? He's out. Oh, Yason.
Great work
he looked in such good form. He's playing well, but he's run out. And how many times have we seen that?
The wall is the new man at the non-striker's end.
At number 3.
Brings James Earnshaw to the crease. This one's straight at point. Firmly.
Quite a wide
Not
ball
enough time
there.
to get through for the single. Apologies, that was McLennan. Oh, he's got an edge on this one. It's gone up and over the keeper. Gonna go away for 4. McLennan really riding his luck here. And Andrews, still on to 33. Last ball of the Gleeson over. A good one. Oh, beautiful delivery.
Lancashire take a wicket in that over.
Way outside off stump. McLennan couldn't get anything on it. Very good over. Venture on strike. First ball. Punches that out. Into the covers.
And he's off the mark.
Off the mark, first ball. Excuse me, I'm just going to play with my mic. Hopefully that wasn't a cacophony of noise. Moved into McLennan. Tucks this behind square. Again through for the single. On strike once more. Oh, plays and misses.
Oh, not able to connect there.
Henshaw 1 off 2. And Andrews just slowing down a bit. Moves in. Puts it behind square, but can't beat the man at backward point. Good do. Not that, and always nearly played on.
They need to be careful not to go after the wrong ball here.
Shot there.
These dots are building the pressure.
I think he's feeling it a bit here, Earnshaw. 1 off 4. And Andrews 1 for 35. Last ball of the 5th over. Crosses stumps and he places this one in front of square leg. Runs down the hill. 4 runs. Gleeson in for his second now. Wizard shot from Earnshaw. Then that out into the covers. They get through for 1. Earnshaw tucks off his hip, gets it down to long leg. Finnan on 3. Gleeson into him. Full ball outside edge.
Edges it.
Flies through the gully. No one able to get a hand on it.
They take a single.
1 run down to 3rd man. And at his legs, he's found that gap in front of square once more.
Solid shot. Goes for 4.
And another 4 runs to James Earnshaw. 2 balls left and Gleason's over. Leaning on that one behind point. Trusting McLennan to get through. He does. Another single. .47 now, St Andrews. Gleason in to McLennan. Trying to drive straight. Gets an inside edge.
Shout.
And it's taken. Umpire gives him and he goes caught behind. Just as they were beginning to find some momentum, St Andrews. They lose another wicket.
The dismissed batsman is caught behind for 24.
And what can you really say about that? St Andrews losing wickets at key points once more. Have Paul Smith in to bat.
The new batsman will be down at the non-strikers end. Faulkner has some good figures so far, coming on for a new spell.
Faulkner back into the attack. Of course, fielding restrictions have been lifted. So 5 men back on the boundary now. As Faulkner comes in, it's outside off stump, driven out to the cover
well
sweeper.
Fielded, really good work out there.
2 for 48 now, St Andrews. Smith on strike, his first ball. Going across.
Doesn't play that one well.
Good line from Faulkner. And once more, bowling Smith. Full driven and running with the shot as Smith. Threw comfortably for a single.
Smith is off the mark.
That's right, Slat. Smith is off the mark. Venture on strike. Short ball plays and misses. It's a great bouncer. One for the over, says the umpire. Kind of hoping that might be a down leg. As Faulkner's in again to Earnshaw, who's just leaning on that one out to the
No getting past
leg.
that fielder.
Easy single. That's a 50 up for St Andrews. Strike, he's on 1. Ford drives it, gets it past the bowler. It's running out towards the boundary. Will be cut off by mid-off. But
very nice throw back there.
For 2.
Good fielding. Nice and clean in that over. Good bowling.
And Andrews 2 for 52. As Gleason continues. Short ball pulled nicely by Earnshaw. Good on top of it. And has got it out to the boundary. Beats them in the deep. Nice stroke. Gleason in once more. Again, it's a short ball. It's a no ball.
Overstepping there. No ball.
Umpire lets that one go.
So
looked well wide.
1 run down to 3rd man. Plus 1 for the no ball. Plus a free hit coming up.
Free hit. A lot of players will miss out on runs trying to slog.
Well, Paul Smith not known for his big hitting. See what he can muster here. This is one out along the ground. Front of square, they'll get the single, St Andrews.
Takes the single.
Would have been hoping he could do a bit more with that. But runs a run. As Gleason's in again. This one's down leg.
No shot on offer for that one.
Earnshaw leaves it alone and it'll be a wide.
Going to bowl that one again. Wide.
That's not great from Gleason. He's moving over the wicket. Outside off stump. Who gets it into the gap. The dive in the end. Earnshaw on a treadmill there. Struggling to get up at crease. Bring Smith back on strike.
Yes.
Driving this one through the covers out to the sweeper. Another single. St Andrews 2 for 62. Have 2 balls left in the 8th over. around 8 and over at the moment. Inside edge onto his pad, flies away down towards third man. Can think about 2, but builders up to it quickly.
Another run added.
Last ball of the over. Gleason to Smith. Ball driven edge.
That was another good over. Frustration will be growing for the batsman.
Keeper, no run. Bad finish to would have been a very poor over from Gleason. Faulkner to continue, ball to Earnshaw. Drives him out into the covers. Time Earnshaw's through a bit more quickly. 2 for 64. Right, he's 5. To him.
Yes.
This one through the leg side, out to the man on the boundary. A single. Andrews not having to take risks really at the moment. They're still up around that 8 and over mark. 1.8 at the moment.
Yep.
Pulled by Earnshaw. Out behind square. Back to the man on the boundary. Another single.
They take a single.
And once more, another short ball.
Yes,
Little bit on that. Not enough for 2 though. And another single. Two balls left in the over.
Yep.
Is this one through the leg side? Again out to the man in the deep.
They'll take a single.
Score 23. 7. On strike. Faulkner in. Last ball of the over.
Yes.
Works this out through the leg side. Again, fielder in the deep. It's up quickly.
6 runs added in that over.
And 6 runs, 6 singles.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty
And here
tweak.
we have the
Let's see
introduction
how
of
they go.
spin for the first time. Coming around the wicket.
Yes.
Adds us behind square. Get 1. Bring Earnshaw on strike. We know he has a problem with this leg spin. Parkinson bowling into his legs deliberately from outside it. Side. Can't beat short fine leg. Correct hit 2. Dot ball. Then again. He's Fuller and drives. Down to mid off. He's single there. Fielders are really quite deep. Without being on the boundary. Parkinson and Smith now. Again bowling outside leg stump. Fairly negative line.
And they go through for
fielders
1.
back. Two balls left in the over. Goes forward, nudges this one straight. Just one out to mid off. Last ball of the 10th over. Parkinson in.
Lets
left
that go through to
alone
the
by
keeper.
Smith.
Just
And
called
it'll be
wide
a
there.
wide. Parkinson in again. One's closer. Smith hits
Oh,
it up in
great
the
shot.
air. Gets it over the fielder's head. And away to the boundary for 4. So terrific over there for St Andrews. Boundary off the last ball gives them 10.
Croft, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Captain is going with the spinner.
We have spin from both ends now. Croft in. Earnshaw on strike. Drives firmly down the ground. But they'll only get 1.
They take the single.
Right.
Yes.
Up through the covers.
This could be out.
Earnshaw
And they get a single
struggling.
there.
Gets there eventually. The ball's gone. Crofton again.
Yep.
Just that one down to mid-on. Three balls left in the over. Henshaw's across his stumps, gets us down to fine leg. There won't be four there as the fielder comes around to pick it up, but who runs to St Andrews?
That nicely. Gets two.
Two balls left in the over.
Yes.
Firmly down the ground to mid-on. Just one though. Last ball of the over.
Yep.
Again, getting this behind square. Only be one down to long leg.
Not too bad from either side there.
And Andrews still just under 8. Parkinson continues. He's back over the wicket now.
Yep.
But that one's in it. Left leg.
Adjusted superbly to the change of pace. You can't trick him that easily.
Earnshaw's legs even, and he knocks that down to a vacant fine leg region. Moves on to 32.
Yep.
Forward this time and plunging it just past the bowler. Through for one.
One run there.
2 for 90 now. And a good little partnership, this one.
Yes, yes.
Pounds that out into the covers. Diving stop in the infield.
And that's a
Probably
single.
didn't save any runs because St Andrews are still through for the one. It is just one. Andrews 2 for 91. Earnshaw hits
Perfect
this firmly down the ground.
and placement.
Mid-off was wider and does get round to field it. Great work out there in the deep. Batsman coming back for 3. Good running in the end.
Good running. That's 3.
Andrews 2 for 94 now. Up on 19.
Yep.
It's this up in the air and it is caught
It's
by
a
an
very
extra
disappointing
cover.
score and an important
Just
wicket.
chipped it out to mid-off and the ball hung in the air. Smith goes and
Leaving the field, called out for 19.
St Andrews just starting to build some momentum. Lose another wicket.
Franklin is the new batter at the non-strikers end.
And that brings Franklin to the crease. Henshaw on strike though. Gets this one into
They
his
all
own
go up
pad.
for an LBW shout. Maybe
There's a
it's
shout
done
for
a
LB.
bit too much.
But he has smashed that.
Umpire totally unconvinced.
Yep.
On the offside, of course, because of that cricket 19 glitch.
Another
That was
run
Earnshaw
added to
again.
the score. Franklin about to face their first ball.
Drop to Franklin.
Yes.
Forward, nudges that into the onside.
Chance.
Franklin
Dives
gets
and,
off the mark.
Through for one. On strike.
Yep.
Outside edge. There's no one back at third man. Fine legs coming round. And Earnshaw will come back for 2. Looking
And they
at
get
the
back
live
for
chat,
2.
175 minimum, they think, required. He might not be too far off. Earnshaw on 40.
Waiting.
Is this one down on the ground? It'll just be a single.
One more to the score.
Three for 100.
Yep.
It's Franklin driving. Firmly down to long off. Another one.
One run there.
Do have to remember, a lot of bowling for St Andrews in this match.
Yep.
As this one's clipped up in the air, it's not going to have the legs. He's been caught out on the long leg boundary. Didn't get enough on it, and St Andrews lose another wicket.
The batsman departing the crease.
Earnshaw goes for 41. 4 fours in that. But gonna struggle to build that momentum back up.
Number 6.
Looking to accelerate in those last few overs. Didn't need that. Parkinson in again. 1 for 19 now as Thrillful plays us through the onside. In the story of the season so far, really, wickets at inopportune times for St Andrews. Franklin drives that straight back to the bowler. Parkinson again.
Yep.
Oh, he
That's
has
what the crowd have
smashed
come
that.
to see. Nicely
He
played.
has smashed that one out to the boundary for 4. Franklin, what a stroke. A few more of those and we could see 170 here.
Yes.
Parkinson in again. This one's hit not quite as firmly, but out to deep square leg. Four for 107. JT hits us into his pad. It's up in the air, it's high, and it is taken.
Gone. Great reflex catching there. It's always tough when the ball's...
That's a lovely catch. And another St Andrews wicket falls. JT goes just 1.
Price is the new batter at the non-strikers end.
Well. A big over here for Lancashire. 2 wickets in it.
Yes.
As Franklin plays that one out to the man at deep backward square.
A few runs given away, but more importantly, got the wicket.
Really not what was needed for St Andrews. And 14 overs gone. St Andrews 5 for 108.
Yes.
Franklin plays that firmly out to a diving extra cover. Really
And
a
a
lot on
single
his
taken.
shoulders at the moment.
Price is the new batsman about to face his first ball.
Price had seen some success at this level though.
Wait.
Back to the bowler, no run. 5 for 109. 5 overs and 4 balls left.
Yeah.
Now 3 as this ball's played out to long off. For the single.
He's off the mark and will now be looking to build.
Croft into Franklin.
Yes.
And that with the spin out to backward square leg. Five for 111. Around 7.5 and over. Price hits this firmly into his pad. Franklin's running through for the single, dives
They
and
take
gets
a
there.
single.
Not a sight you see often. Last ball. Croft into Franklin.
Yep.
Just firmly along the ground, out to the man at, again, deep long leg.
Batsmen weren't given much
Only
of an
another
opportunity
one.
in that over.
They've been accumulating runs here, St Andrews, but it might be just about
yes.
time to start thinking about heading out a little bit more. One's knocked straight back to the bowler. Parkinson in for his last over.
Yes.
Franklin steps
Shot.
across his stumps and clips that out to long leg. Man had moved around on the boundary. Franklin spied that. Goes his area. Doing it well. Parkinson in again.
Yep.
One's along the ground, same area though. As the man stayed around, just beat him
Absolutely hammered that
into the
one.
fence.
The change of pace, totally ineffective.
Oh, we've seen a switch be flicked here. And Andrew's captain. Parkinson in. Franklin hits straight down the ground. Longoff will be around to pick it up.
They take a single.
5 for 1-2-2. Price to Parkinson. Ball plays and misses at that one. Well bowled.
Yep.
Price leading edge on that one, out to extra cover. Bowler fields
Good
and
over.
through for
Nice
one.
bowling.
The right arm pace
Andrews
bowler
won't be too
is
disappointed with
coming
that
into
one.
the attack from the nursery end.
Gleason is into the attack once more. Bowling to Price. His final over.
Yeah.
Price gets
Edges
a thick
it.
outside edge. Out to short third man. One
They'll
bounce.
take a single.
Franklin's through quickly for the single. Gleason again. Franklin is and misses.
Yes.
One's hit firmly out.
Great shot.
The backward point. There is a man back on the boundary. Again, it's another single for St Andrews. Not finding the boundaries at the moment. Gleason into Price. Ball hit straight at the bowler. Gleason in, it's a no ball,
Little too eager
and
in
he's
that
been
delivery.
dropped.
No ball.
So, good luck all round, I guess, for Price. And
Free
got a
hit
free
time.
hit coming up. 5 for 126 Andrews to the 17th. One's hit straight and only as far as extra cover. But through for one.
Another run added.
Then another free hit goes begging. Hard to expect. Price has only been up there for a few minutes. Really do damage with that shot. Franklin hits this one out. Cover point. Fielded by the sweeper.
That's some good bowling. End of the over.
With 3 overs left, St Andrews.
The right armour
Looking
is coming
short
into
at
the
the moment.
attack from the pavilion
Competitive
end.
score. As Maxwell's into bowl.
Yep.
Franklin picks it up off his legs. Hits it all the way.
Runs coming along nicely
6
here.
runs.
Big power
First of
on
the
display.
innings. Maxwell in again. And oh dear.
Big appeal. Was there a noise?
Little feather behind.
A lot of credit for
Keeper
that
makes
wicket has
no
to go to the
mistake,
captain.
and Maxwell
He made
takes
a
a
good
wicket.
bowling change and pays off straight away.
There'll be no challenge from St
I was
Andrews.
enjoying that
and
innings. He was
Dan
playing some
Franklin,
really exciting
28.
cricket.
Hearts.
So the new
Brings
batsman
Armstrong
is
to
at
the
the crease.
Face up against Matt.
Yep.
Crosses stumps and putting that down to fine leg. Will beat the fielder.
Plays
Got
that
a bit
well.
of run on that.
4.
4 runs. Again.
Yep.
Got Armstrong coming forward and down to mid-off.
And through for 1.
A 139. Loss of 6. 14 balls remain.
Yep.
Price just down the ground. Another single. That's
One run
140
there.
up for St Andrews. To Armstrong. Armstrong's forward, heading it out, up and over cover point.
Takes a risk, but maximum
And
reward.
that goes all the way. Great shot from Daniel Armstrong. St Andrews 146.
Mahmood, the right arm medium
Below
bowler,
his left.
is coming into the attack from the nursery end.
Mahmood in, full ball, driven back by Price. Bowler drops him, I think, again. But it's a dot ball. Price has struggled here. Mahmood's in.
Yep.
Carves this one out through cover. Batsman are through for one. Run rate up above 8 and over. First time in a long while. Mahmood's into Armstrong. He hits us out to short
Chance
cover.
here.
Who can't beat Price.
Another
Through for
run
one.
taken.
6 for 148. Mahmood in. Fourth ball of 19th over. Full, muscled out over cover. Great at the
Gone.
man.
The catch held by the fielder
Caught
out in the
at the
deep.
cover boundary. Mahmood takes a wicket.
The player departing the field.
Price has to go.
Number 7. The batting team are now on 7.
The new batsman will be down at the non-strikers end.
Batsman is coming in
Well,
at
number 9 in. Armstrong on strike. A full ball from Mahmood. Bowled excellently this over.
The new batsman takes guard.
Freaks. Full ball. Little better through,
Lancashire
but
take a wicket in that over.
into the ground, and that's a fantastic over from Mahmood. Maxwell into the attack, coming around the wicket to Armstrong.
Tries to drive that,
Fantastic
but
ball.
missed times.
Just floated that inside the wide line. Well, and again. Armstrong flips
Right
this one
off
off
the
his
middle
legs.
of the bat.
And that's always the danger when you're coming around the wicket. Especially if you've got no one at fine leg. But, ball's persisting. Armstrong hits this one hard up, over cover.
That one's out of
That's
here.
a huge shot, 93 metres. Daniel Armstrong. 7 for 159. Maxwell in again. Armstrong's hitting this one straight. He hasn't got all of this. The fielder's running round. And
Well,
takes
that's a very
the catch.
helpful catch.
Oh, well. Just was hoping his luck would hold. And fielder takes a good catch in the end. Livingston out there. And Armstrong goes for 23 off just 9 balls. Entertaining
Haynes,
23.
the new batsman. And there's a big task ahead of them to steady this innings.
That brings person to the crease, but Haynes on strike. Oh,
Batsman
how
had
did
no
that miss
idea
the
what to do with
stumps?
that. Great piece of bowling.
Oh, great work there from Hayno. Maxwell to bowl his final ball now. Haynes hits this high in the air. Up, and Midon's running back.
Oh
Can't
no,
take
he's
the
put
catch.
that one down.
Batsman coming back for 3. Will they make it?
On target
Yes,
with that
they
throw,
will.
despite the
162.
distance.
Might be
Pretty good innings for the
slightly under
batsman
par.
here. Playing well, but
But
they
it's
could have
something
done
for
with
the
a few
bowlers to
more
bowl
runs
at.
just to give their bowlers a bit of headroom.
Oh, well, what can we say? I don't really know, apart from apparently I'm sounding quite muffled. I haven't been able to figure that out yet. So, sorry to all of you viewing back there if you can't quite make out what I'm saying. It was working fine on Friday and I haven't changed the setup, so shrug. Figure it out afterwards. In the meantime, I hope this is alright. I hope this is viewable. But we've got a game on our hands here. 162. Loss of 8 wickets. Probably more than they would have wanted. St Andrews doing well. McLennan at the top there. 24 off 17. Getting St Andrews off to a good start. Earnshaw held things together through the middle. 41 from 32. Then Franklin 28 off 18, and finally Armstrong, 23 from 9 at the end. Push St Andrews up over that 8-over mark. Get to 162. Now, had some issues bowling second in these matches, so gonna have to do well. See how this goes.
A decent total to chase down for the batsmen, but it won't be easy. If they bat smart and not give away cheap wickets, they'll be right in this.
Tiger has been handed the new ball.
That is not the field we want, so gave some field settings cut out on the channel, but mostly because I can't find the field. There. Right, back in. First ball, Bob.
Yep.
Full out swinger.
He gets a single, and that's the first run on the board.
Two right-handers out here for Lancashire. Again, full. Driven to the covers once more. This time they don't get a run. And then finds the edge, and it's going to run away. Smith is after it from point. Going to slow up. Definitely slowing up.
Livingston gets off the mark.
Over the boundary. I think they were going to run for anyway, but all work from St Andrews. Good ball from McPherson. Fortunate. Again to Livingston. Leading edge.
Confident appeal.
Don't know what they're appealing for.
Umpire doesn't seem interested.
There'll be no challenge, surprisingly. Two balls left in the over. Person in. Daughter in. Flies through.
Misread that one. Couldn't get the drive away.
Mighty bowling. Final ball of the over. And finds a leading edge out to cover.
Into the over. 5 runs coming from.
And that's a great start from McPherson. Oh, look at that grouping.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Well, partner in crime, Armstrong back into the lineup. Bowling from the other end. And swinging in. There's a chance for a catch on the boundary so long as he can stay in the field of play. Can he do so? Yes, he does.
It looked like it was going
and
over
Armstrong
the right for
takes
6,
a wicket with his first
ball.
ball.
Pulled off a stunning catch.
It's Angus Stewart out there on the boundary, keeping his feet in. Oh, Angus, you do it again.
Croft is the new man at the non-strikers end.
And Stephen Croft in now. He's at the non-strikers end. The batsman crossed while the ball was in the air. Livingston, he's on 4 and he's on strike. This ball's hit up in the air. Back to Armstrong, and he takes the catch. That's both openers gone in consecutive deliveries here for Armstrong. What's going on?
That's 2 wickets in a row. The bowler is now on a hat-trick.
Maxwell is the new batter at the non-strikers end.
Well, it's a dangerous batsman in now.
The hat-trick ball about to be bowled.
Armstrong
Can they do
is
it?
in on a hat-trick. I'm going to change the field because we'll stick with what's been working. And Armstrong on a hat-trick. In, bowls full, beats the batsman outside
The
off
batsman
stump.
didn't know where that was going.
Oh, he was going for the in-swinging Yorker. Didn't quite get the line. Fantastic start to the innings. Armstrong to Maxwell. Again, he's playing off the back foot.
Good bowling here.
Run.
The dots are putting the pressure right on.
In the over. Swing in again. This one's cut firmly in the air.
One.
Down behind square on the offside and away for 4. Top shot by Maxwell. Throwing away is just so dangerous. Final ball now for Armstrong. Then this one's tipped up in the air. He's gonna beaten it on. Way to the boundary
They
for
don't
4.
get much better than that. Great
And
shot.
Arjun Ferreira is slim here. Maxwell takes those final 2 deliveries to the boundary. Lancashire 2 for 13.
Yes.
Person in.
Great
Finds the
delivery
edge
to find the
again,
edge.
and again it's going to fly away to the boundary. Smith is after it, but
Off
he
the
won't
mark.
catch it.
First ball. Starting as he intends to proceed.
Oh, apologies. That was Croft at the other end last over. That was Maxwell. He's off the mark first ball with a 4.
Yes.
And this one steps across the stumps and flips it over backward square leg.
Oh, just lands inside the boundary. 4 runs.
Well, both these batsmen looking dangerous at the moment. Both on 8.
Wait
Further
there.
outside off stump and up to the covers. Ball be over from McPherson. Catch shipped up in the air, but can't quite carry. To Earnshaw there at mid-off. Oh, bowl. Left in the over is once more it's shorter.
They need to be
Shot
careful
back
not to
foot.
go after the wrong ball here.
Dot
These
ball.
dots are building the pressure.
Dots and 4s here. As McPherson's in once more. Driven back to
End
the
of the
bowler.
over.
And 3 overs gone. Lancashire 2 for 21. On to continue, Bond. Croft.
Yeah.
Outside off stump, head up in the air. Over backward
Boom,
point.
that's gone for 6.
And a short boundary, 61 metres, but he's cleared all of it. Armstrong 2 for 14 now. Last 3 deliveries, going for all those 14 runs. One's edged along the ground, out to McPherson.
And they get a single there.
Brings Maxwell on.
Waiting.
Vermeer on the ground again at McPherson. No single this time. Three balls left in the over. From him, it's a short ball, he's hit it into his head, and it's just missed the stumps. Great change up there from Armstrong. Once more, for the over. Ball goes
Good
feather
bowling
through to the
there.
keeper.
Another dot.
Last ball of the over for Armstrong.
Right there.
Brought this back nicely, and it's another dot ball to finish. Well, 4 overs gone, 2 for 28. Doing it Evans at the moment. And to continue to his 3rd over. Croft beats it.
The
Beautiful
bowler beating them
delivery.
all ends up there.
Must have hit a crack or something. No carry. Then again, bowling to Croft.
Wait.
One out to Armstrong at extra cover. Ball. Full inside edge this
Another
time.
dot
and
ball.
Brennan tidies up. Then bowls. A lot of movement
Tries
off the
to
wicket
drive
there.
that, but missed times.
Batsman can only play and miss as it goes past. The 13 for McPherson. He's in again.
Wait there.
Wider outside off stump. Just
The batsman will want to get the strike turning over here.
Final ball of the over. Person in. Chips this up in the air over the bowler's head, but not as far as Earnshaw, who has a little fumble. But that's a maiden over. So rare in this form of the game. Andrews will want to be looking to get on top of this, and
The right arm
Franklin's made a
medium
bowling
bowler
change.
is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end.
Alex Haynes into the attack. Bowling to Glenn Maxwell. Starts with an off cutter. The usual. 9 point. Maxwell, after his first 2 deliveries, has been rather sedate.
Wait.
Is that one off the back foot out
Another
from
dot
Armstrong?
ball, keeping it quiet.
8 from 12, but we know he's got a lot of power. Full and played out to the covers again. Ball the over. This is in.
Yes.
This one swung up
Huge
over the
shot.
leg
That's
side.
headed
He
for
has
6.
got all of that, and that's the power we were just talking about. 92 metres. Can't bowl there, Alex Haynes. And once more, what's his reply? Outside off stump, and played out to Armstrong. The dot ball. Final ball of the over, 6 off it so far.
Yes, yes.
Off cutter,
Great
punch through the
timing.
gap at cover.
Right off the meat of the bat.
Oh, and there's overthrows. Oh, and there's overthrows. They really didn't need that. An end to a good over. That's gone out to the boundary for 4. 5 off that last ball, 11 off the over. Fielding restrictions have been lifted now. Slight change to the field for St. Andrews. Person's now in last.
Wait there.
Dumps. Covers. Croft on 15. Person in again to him. This one's hit high in the air. There is a man back. Again, can he stop his feet from going over the boundary?
Gone.
Yes, he
That
can.
looked like a 6, but the fielder in the deep jumped up at the last moment and
McPherson
took a
takes a
brilliant catch.
well-deserved wicket, and St Andrews, yep, Stephen Croft. Another catch by Angus Stewart out there. And 3 down now,
Jennings is
Lancashire.
the new batter at the
And
non-strikers
Jennings is
end.
in. McPherson bowling figures 1 for 13. No change. He's in to
Wait there.
Maxwell. Out into the covers. Person in again.
Yes.
Inside edge
What a
onto
delivery.
pad.
Draws the edge.
One
That's
run
a
there.
great ball. Couldn't find a way through. And now, looking to see what McPherson tries to do here. Full and out to long on. Single.
Jennings is off the mark.
Final ball of the spell for McPherson. Been fantastic.
Yes, yes. Catch him.
But
Oh,
he just
great
strays
shot.
onto the pads of Maxwell. Flick that up over mid-wicket. Out to the boundary for 4. Disappointing into a fantastic spell of bowling. Continue, bowling to Jennings. To the leg side. AT there at square leg. Ends in again. It's punched through the onside. This time out to mid-on. Through for 1.
1 run there.
They're 3 for 46. To Maxwell. He punches it out into the covers. Armstrong doing a lot of work in there today. Then again, full toss. Driven out to Earnshaw there at mid-off. Price giving them some encouragement as Haynes is in again.
Yes.
Maxwell finds an inside edge this time. Seagal back there at fine leg.
They take a single.
Does well. Keeps it to 1. Good comeback over this from Haynes. The full toss again. Just
Haynes
searching
has
for that
done
Yorker.
well in that over.
Very tidy over.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an
Only had the
almighty
introduction
tweak.
of spin
Let's
with
see how they
Earnshaw.
go.
Have to change up the field slightly. Right, Earnshaw into the attack. Glenn Maxwell, who's 5. 2 balls. One's
That's
hit
4.
up over the
Superb
offside,
shot.
and 4 from the moment it hit the bat. Great stroke through the gap. We're in once more. One's tighter in, and it's hit up over the onside. Oh, he's got a lot of
The
that,
bowler
Maxwell.
won't like that one bit.
Nothing Seagal can do. Only watch it sail over his head. And not a great start for Earnshaw.
Yes.
He's driven along the ground. Just the single.
Some moves to the field.
Frustrating part of resetting the field for the left-hander. One of the awkward parts of this. Can't get fields for bowlers. Everyone. Batsman. Press the wrong button. Frustrated again, but okay, as Earnshaw's into Jennings. Played out through the leg side, and it is a dot ball. Much sought after the dot ball at this stage for Earnshaw. On swept. There's a chance for a catch. And he takes it.
Gone. Superb catching in
The
close.
wicket for Earnshaw. I think that's Armstrong there at short mid-wicket. Takes the catch. Low down it is Armstrong, and Keaton Jennings goes. 4 for 58 now in Lancashire. And St Andrews taking wickets at opportune moments.
Is coming in at number 6.
Earnshaw needs to go back. Hit. 1 for 11 from his 5 balls. Then, oh,
A very
what
good
a
over
delivery.
there. Takes the wicket
Bit of turn,
and keeps
bit
it
of bounce,
tight.
a lot of flight. Good finish to the over. What I mean about fields. Ends in for his 3rd over. 13 after going for 11 from his first. Finds the edge of Maxwell's bat. Well fielded by backward point. Wide run rate, 9.45. As long as Max was at the crease, Lancashire are going to feel like they've got a chance. That's a beautiful delivery from Haynes. Hits the inside edge.
And that's
Keep
a
it to
single.
1. Brings Villa some strike.
Yep, catch.
One's head up
Perfect
over the
technique
offside. Oh, he's
and
got that in the
placement.
gap. And of course, the field reset. And we didn't have a man back there, and it's 4 runs. Bit silly on my part. Anyway, Haynes is in again. This one's played along the ground, out to deep cover, and that's a single.
And through for 1.
99 required from 62 deliveries. On 37 though.
Yep.
Drives this one along the ground, out to deep cover. Stewart does the fielding. Pass ball the over. Then,
Yep.
put through the leg side. Guesses the field, but there is a man back.
Another really good over there.
Oh, 9.8 Nova required. Henshaw still has 3 overs. Armstrong still has 2. Ball from Henshaw, played out to point. Fielded by Smith there in the shades. Again, goes slightly straighter this time. Can't beat mid-wicket. Bowling, some straight, hit high in the air. He's got enough on that one. It's going to be 6. Up
Takes
over
the
mid-wicket.
fielders out of the equation by going over their heads. 6.
Well, Henshaw won't like that, but chance is coming. That was Vilas. He's on 12.
Wait there.
We come back there from Henshaw. 91 required for Victor.
Yep.
Right side off stump, just punch through the gap for 1.
And a single taken.
Last ball of the over. For 18 for Henshaw so far. Maxwell tries
Not
to
too
reverse
bad
sweep
from
it.
either side
Good
there.
at that shot. Can't get it away. Now we have Haynes for his last. None for 21 for him so far. Extraordinary bowling considering first over went for 11.
1 more to the score.
Lancashire 4 for 74.
Yep.
Then this is full again, driven through the offside for 1. Ben Andrews quite happy at the moment to give them the single. As long as they're not conceding that boundary.
Yep.
It's head up in the air. And speaking of that boundary, gets it away.
Adjusted superbly to the change
Bit
of
too
pace.
much width there
You
for
can't
Alex
trick him that
Haynes.
easily.
And another 4 for Lancashire. 84 now from 51 balls.
Yeah.
This is in again, finds the edge, and that's going to run away to the boundary too. Oh dear, they didn't need that. This moves on to 22. This
Wait
goes
there.
full. Dot ball. Last ball of the spell for Haynes.
Waiting.
Knocked out to point.
Give away
Good
a bit
finish
too
for
much
Haynes.
there.
But those 2 boundaries doing the damage. We're now into Maxwell.
Yes.
Comes
Catch
outside off stump, hit up over extra cover. Gonna run away
Another
for
good
4.
shot. They'll soon be at 50 in this form.
Maxwell's batting well. 43. Earnshaw's in again.
Wait.
Tries to flick this one out through mid-wicket. Sliding stop by Armstrong. 76 from 46 required. Very doable here.
Yes, yes.
Wider, out to the covers. It's for a single.
Very
with
wide
Angus as
line
the
there.
fielding. Earnshaw's in.
Yep.
On straighter, hit up in the air by Vilas. There's a man back,
Off the bat
but
and
he
over
can't
the rope.
reach it. Over his head, 6 runs. Earnshaw going for a few here. Not what you want to see. Last ball of his 3rd over. The 1 for 29. Oh, it's a
Gave
great
a few
delivery.
too many away in that over.
Great delivery.
The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end.
Well, another shuffle in the field. New bowlers into the attack. Time it's Price. Bowl to Maxwell. 44.
Yes.
Plays this one along the ground out to deep cover. The single. Vilas now. Daughter and out for cover. There, just realised we didn't have the man back. Captain's persisting. Price in. Plays and misses at this one.
The
That's a
batsman
great
didn't know
line.
where that was going.
Beautiful line there for Price. Once more, 4th ball of the over.
Yep. Catch.
Short of this
Perfection.
time, and he gets it up over
What a
extra
brilliant
cover.
shot.
That's the gap. The captain was saying, come on, hit it here. And Vilas obliges. 5 runs off the over so far for Price.
Yep.
Then again, this one's straighter. But hit up in the air, same area, same result.
Smash that to the boundary.
4 runs.
Nice 4.
Wait there.
Playing all the strokes here.
Yep.
One's
9
out
runs
on
added
the ground
there.
to the covers. There's the fielding. Well, last over for Earnshaw. And just for one more wicket. Out of Maxwell.
Edges it.
Great flighted delivery. Ball. Be required for Lancashire. 35 balls. Oh,
The
and
bowler
Earnshaw does
beating
it
them all
again.
ends up
Beautiful
there.
flight. Goes in.
Yes, yes.
Time Maxwell's across his stumps, hitting it up and over Squilleg's head into the crowd for
Reaches
6,
50,
and that's
and
a
has
great way
helped
to
the
bring
run
up your
rate
50.
too.
37 balls for Glenn Maxwell, 4 sixes, 3 sixes, 6 fours. And he's the real reason that Lancashire are in with a shout here.
Yes.
As Earnshaw bowls this one,
Full
it's
ball
hit up
and
and
got on
over
top of
extra
it
cover. And will beat the man out to the boundary for 4. So in 2 balls, Earnshaw's beautiful first 2 deliveries have all been neutralised. Earnshaw in again, this one put up in the air over
Got a lot
mid-wicket
on that
and
one.
away to the boundary
One
for
bounce
4.
and it goes for 4.
Last ball, Earnshaw in.
Wait.
And played out to
What a
point.
good shot.
Too expensive in that over.
Yeah, that's an expensive over as we see Maxwell's spider. Lots of boundaries there. Plenty of boundaries. Huge hitting over the leg side in particular. Just doing some field adjustments. Good. 9 runs and over required. Very doable. They've been doing it the last
Misreads
5
that a bit
overs.
and can't get a shot away.
Price can be a tricky customer. Good first ball from him. Second ball driven out, fielded by Point. What St Andrews needs, a few dot balls in a row. 1, 2 good overs.
Yep.
Some scoreboard pressure on as this one's a little inside edge, I think. Wasn't quite looking to hit it that straight, but it threw for a single. Brings Maxwell on strike. He's on 59. Nice into him, finds the edge, fielded by Point. And Paul rockets it in to Ross. Rodri in once more, 2 balls left in the over. Oh, well bowled. Yorker just outside off stump. Little toe end of the bat. Through to McLennan. Final delivery. Will be looking to go for it.
Yes.
He does. He hits it well. And one bounce, 4 runs.
Deserved. Poor ball.
But Price can't be too disappointed with that.
The right arm pace bowler is
As we
coming
see
into the
Angus
attack
Stewart
from the
into the
nursery
attack.
end.
First over.
Waiting.
Outswinger. Out to Point. Good start for Angus. Again it's swinging away. It's hit high in the air. There's a man back. But
Another good shot. He's
into the
closing in on the
stands.
half century.
6 runs.
Yep.
And again, reverse sweep out this time. Fielded out on the boundary. Just a single. There's 7 off the over already. Maxwell on strike. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery.
Tries to
Beats
drive
the
that,
outside edge.
but missed times.
Again, ball 5. Full. The batsman, little feather through, I think, to McLennan. Last ball.
Yes, yes.
Driven straight down the ground. Long off will do the fielding. And keep it to 1. That's a good over for St Andrews.
Ends that over.
Fight the 6. Only 8 off it. Price continuing now. Have Maxwell on strike. He plays and misses at it.
Oh, not able to connect there.
Beautiful line. 17 balls left. 33 runs required. Bryson again. Outside off stump. On the ground. Fielded by Point. Bryson, third ball the over. Full and edged out through the leg side. Armstrong does the fielding at mid-wicket.
Another dot ball, keeping it quiet.
And these dot balls are crucial at the moment. Bryson again.
Yep.
One's
Catch
hit
it.
up over Point. There is a man back. Can't take the
Been
catch,
working
but
really
does
hard to
keep
try
it
and
in.
break this partnership here. Finally get a chance and let it down.
So I think
Big
he
miss.
saved 4 runs, but dropped the catch. To get back for 2. That could be the game, though. Could be the game. Maxwell still in. He's across his stumps, heading up over the leg side. It's going to be 6.
That's made it. 6 runs.
And 25 from 13 now required. Maxwell on 72. Price in. It's outside off stump. Riven out to long off. It's going to beat the field. That might go the way.
4 runs there.
How has that
Super
beaten
shot.
the field for 4? Oh, well, what an end to the over. What an end to the over. 21 from 12 now required. As Stewart's into bowl.
Yep.
Lifted up over the
Can't
leg
hit it
side.
more
That's into the
sweetly
crowd
than
too. And that's the half century for Dane Velas. 5 fours, 4 sixes, 29 balls, and well, if they come through today, Lancashire, it's this pair. Do it. Into bowl. Outside off stump. Way down to long off. And get one. Brings Maxwell right. Stewart's the ball to him. Plays and misses. Can't get anything on it.
Gets the better of the batsman.
14 from 9 now. And again it's full. Only edge it out to backward point. Well fielded by Paul. Two balls left in the over for Stewart. Then he goes full. Again, this is hit high. Can someone get a hand on it and stay in the field of play is the question.
Drops the catch.
Price drops it. And they take it so long to pick the ball up. The batsman back for 3. Oh, that is just unfortunate. It's absolutely not what St Andrews needed, and a wicket there, I think we could have, it might have been the match. Instead, 3 runs.
Give away a bit too much there.
Quite the good finish from Angus. Even to win off the last over. You see Dane Velas' spider, and he's really scoring in 2 areas. Big hitting alongside those 4s.
Final over of the innings. The batsman will be going all out. Hope the bowler's ready for it.
Well, Price being entrusted with the last over. Well, on strike. Big hitter on 79. Well bowled. It's a tight first delivery from Price. Price is in again. Bowling to Maxwell.
Yes.
Beans on this one down the ground. They'll get 1. Just be 1. 4 for 153. 10 to win from 4 balls. These 2 batsmen have been hitting it so well. They could do it in 2. Price is in. Yep. Bowls, it's nudged along the ground. Up to deep cover. Fielded by Stewart, and it's just 1. Oh, this is why we play cricket. This is why we watch cricket. Moments like these. 9 from 3 balls. Can the bowling team hang on? Glenn Maxwell on 80. Goes hard at this one. Hit out, picked up leanly on one bounce by Jack McPherson. Glennon takes the throw. And 8 from 2. 8 from 2 required. Velas on strike. One's driven along the ground. He's not even tried to go for the boundary. They'll only get 1, and 7 off 1 ball required. Glenn Maxwell, who's done so much today, is asked to do it one more time. The short, played off the back foot, diving stop, carries it away, does Price. And that's a fantastic final over for St Andrews.
They've taken a very comfortable win here, playing really well.
St Andrews win by 5 runs in the end. And that's just absolutely fantastic work.
Well, for one set of fans, this will have been some very enjoyable coverage. For the rest of you, well, hopefully next time will be better. For now, though, it's bye from us.
Well, thanks for that, Slats. And what a game we had. What a game we had here at Lord's. St Andrews batting first accidentally, having won the toss. 8 for 162, and if it weren't for the hitting of Armstrong in particular down there at the end, would have been closer to 140, 145, which was never going to be enough on this wicket. As it was, 162 was going to be touch and go. Some beautiful bowling in particular by Croft. Look quickly at the St Andrews scorecard. We went through that at half-time. Top score, of course, Earnshaw, 41 from 32 deliveries. Batted well, kept things together. Bowling of Lancashire. Of course, Faulkner, 3 overs, none for 17. Very tidy. Croft, 3 overs, 1 for 18 as well. Going at 6s. just kept St Andrews tied down enough. It wasn't until those last couple of overs, Glenn Maxwell getting a bit of tap, taking 2 wickets in the process though, 2 overs 2 for 31. And in reply, Lancashire got off to an awful start. 8 balls into the innings and they're already 2 wickets down for just 5 runs. But 2 down is exactly when that man Glenn Maxwell strode out to the crease, and really his innings was the defining innings of the match, 82 from 59. He was dominant throughout the middle and later stages of the Lancashire innings. Just couldn't do enough. Just couldn't do enough at the end there, restricted by some beautiful bowling late on in the piece by Stewart and Price. Dane Velas as well, 53 from 33 deliveries. Explosive towards the end. Looking at the St Andrews bowlers, and McPherson, beautiful spell. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 19. Not much more you can say than that. Armstrong only used for 2 overs here, 2 for 15, did his job, knocked the top off the Lancashire innings. Haynes, 4 overs, none for 31, which is unfortunate considering he had 2 overs that went for quite a few. Earnshaw, expensive, a bit of a slump at the moment. 4 overs, 1 for 43, going at over 10. Price, 4 overs, none for 31. Hardy for the death. And Stewart, 2 overs, none for 18. Did enough. See St Andrews through to the victory. Man of the match going to Glenn Maxwell, of course, for that innings and his 2 wickets. But St Andrews that come out of here with the victory, winning by 5 runs. And that's been our live stream for the day. I've been Jim the Editor, and I hope you stick around. Take a look at other videos on the channel, subscribe if you want more content like this, and I hope you hear from me soon.